Okay, so we're gonna do a cross collar choke with a hoodie. Hoodies are pretty dangerous for a lot of reasons. They can be wrapped around, used to choke you. People that know the cross collar choke with the gi can use this technique as well. If you're fighting and you can pull open the shirt, you can do this with a shirt. You'll probably stretch the heck out of it, but I'm gonna go for a deep collar grip. My thumb's on the back of his neck. I'm gonna squeeze this. And then I'm gonna come over the top. You can do underneath, but I'm gonna go over the top and just, let's turn just a little bit here for the camera. I'm gonna grab just past the seam of his shoulder. Okay, and now I'm gonna bring this in. I'm gonna start tightening it up using my wrist. I'm gonna pull my elbows back and flare out slightly as I start to flare that, and he's tapping. I don't wanna do it too much because I don't wanna ruin this awesome shirt that he's got on. So when Jason does that to me, we're gonna kind of do a medium stage defense. I think that, well, we'll do early stage too. So let's say he goes for the grip. So when he opens this up, like I would start with a kind of a half collar choke here, and he grabs my shirt and opens it up right here so that he can slide his hand in and behind and really get that deep collar position. And if he gets my t-shirt too, that's just bonus, it's fine, it's all material. So even this right here, he's got some control. He can prevent me from getting closer. He can move me around a little bit. He's got some control because he's connected to my body. So the early stage would be that when somebody's going to grab for you, you don't let him. The early stage is as he grabs, you start hand fighting here and make it difficult for somebody to grab you in the first place. Although we wouldn't have defenses if that always worked, we'd always be able to get away. And this technique was originally imagined where somebody's kind of press you up against a wall or a car or something to where you can't get away, so it's going to result in grappling. It can't even work on the ground. That's really our B variation. We're going to deal with mount, which we'll do next week. But this one, he's going to get that grip. And so if somebody has a grip, there's a couple things I might try first. I might try to find his thumb and get up here, and as I move back, I want to press on I'm grabbing his thumb here, so I'm trying to get the meat of the thumb, and I'm shrugging my shoulder. I'm aware that he can punch me here, so I might be able to distract just with my helmet cover here, and I want to pop as I move back. There's some Aikido right there. Pow! That's not very Aikido-like, so then we can start working on different stuff. So that's kind of medium stage of the attack. The other thing that I've seen people do to some effect is before he gets the cross choke established is just don't deny him the cross choke position, which means I'm actually going to roll to danger in some ways for striking because I'm going to roll to the inside, and now I'm here, and I'm just going to put my hand up on the side of his neck to create space. And depending what I want to do, you can knee, you can do access all your striking toolkit, or if he's still holding on here, you do that grip rip again and possibly just get out of that way. So that's an option too of denying him the position. But we're going to go ahead and let him establish collar control. He's going to open some space in the shirt or collar. He's going to go ahead and set his grip. Good. He's going to do the over-the-top version and just grab the top of the shoulder because I think this is easier without a gi. Okay. Now he's going to do some wrist magic, and he's starting to choke me. Now this is no good. You can hear it in my voice. So what I'm going to do is drop my chin, buy myself a little bit of time. I'm going to try to brace this. I like to position my knee so he doesn't have a free shot right to the goods and services. So I'm kind of basing out a little bit here, and I'm pressing with my knee. Anything I can do to destabilize is good. So let's move back a little bit so you can see that lower groundwork. Just getting my knee on the inside of his knee and messing with his base a little bit is good, and denying him straight access to my center line. I'm going to take this arm here, and if I can hit this tricep muscle, and maybe if his arm is too straight, maybe he's not got great technique, I can tweak it. But if not, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to punch right into his eye and his nose, and I'm going to try and create some space. Of course, you can be nicer or meaner depending on the situation. From here, from this punch, I'm now going to open my hand and use this as a brace, and I'm going to punch to his solar plexus. Pow! And as I do that, I'm going to get a little bit of reaction to him here. I'm going to take my hand and hit his face and claw as I now kind of step out. I'm waiter's tray checking on the outside, and I'm bringing this hand and I'm going to chop. I'm gonna chop right at his kidney. So this is an unusual shot where I'm coming in and a chop, and it's very useful if you have weapons later on, which we can detail in another video. But as I'm checking here, I'm gonna chop, and then I'm gonna just follow the contour of his body like a hairpin. We call this a hairpin punch. And I'm gonna aim for the temple or the jaw, whatever I have access, and I'm gonna twist and come down. So it goes pop, bam. I'm gonna do this a little bit slower. 1, 2, and just bring that punch down. And I'm in a universal check position where I'm protecting my groin and my face. I've got a little bit of space here, and I'm gonna move away because I don't wanna stand next to a wounded tiger. So go ahead and get your choke set up one more time, and I'll do this, yeah. So he opens up some space, he sets his grip, he starts the choke. I'm gonna go 1, 2, kind of fold them here, and to stop the headbutt, my hand comes right up. Claw, chop, whip. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, claw, 4, 5. Okay, and this looks like, thank you, Jason. Have it step back, buddy. So this looks like in the air, I'll do it from a couple different angles. It's gonna be 1, close kneel, pop, little short step over, still staying in my close kneel, pop as I drop into kind of a neutral bow here, and I'm gonna hit, come up, and hit. So it goes pop as I twist. So it's 1, 2, 3, step a little bit, hit your base, and whip. I'll do it a little bit more with flow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna kind of move. And some people will over twist a little bit. They'll go from a sharp neutral bow to like a horse stance as they drop, and then even a reverse neutral bow if you want to get kind of technical and detailed. So there's a couple different ideas from the front. 1, 2, 3, claw, check, hit, whip to a horse, and then step off, okay? So there's your cross. Sometimes we call it crossing death. Death, the idea that somebody could choke you to death. But there's a couple different ideas for dealing with somebody setting up a cross collar choke. All right, thank you.